So I decided to share my personal story for several reasons. One is to reduce the stigma associated with talking about addiction and being a survivor of sexual abuse. I also decided to do it to hopefully affect some change. The fact that people have to wait significant amounts of time, up to a year, to get the assistance they need, to me is not acceptable, and I'm hoping by sharing my story that others will join me in advocating to improve services, particularly for women who are struggling with addictions and people who have survived sexual abuse. Yes, it was a very difficult decision for me to decide to share my story. My abuse took place over 30 years ago, and so obviously it's been a long time coming, this part of my journey. But I think from my perspective, if it helps somebody else, then it's well worth it. So the reaction I've gotten has been overwhelmingly positive. I have literally heard from people from every point in my life, from every aspect of my life. I've heard from people I went to primary school with, I went to high school with, I went to university with. I've heard from colleagues, trustee colleagues from throughout the province. It's been overwhelmingly positive, so I'm happy I've done it. So as a result of what I've done, I'm hoping that we can affect some change. Like I've said, I really want to see the wait times brought down for people who need treatment. I also want to see that appropriate treatments are available to the various populations. So, for instance, people who have experienced both, or who deal with both addictions and have experienced sexual abuse need to be treated by people who are in fact trained in both those areas, not just one or the other, and that's very hard to come by, so we need to improve those services.